Don't think so. But yeah, this is it. This is where we came off. So I turned left there, and the examiner turned right here. Good morning, YouTube. Today is the 3rd of February, 2022. February. Look at the weather for February. It's absolutely fantastic. Quite warm, very sunny, but breezy, really breezy. So today I thought just go for a quick ride because the sun's out, and I've had one proper ride I think this year, so I thought I'd just take the bike out and have a bit of a catch up and try and hone my skills, as it were, because after the winter we all get a bit rusty, don't we? We must do not using the bike, we lose a bit of the confidence and get a wee bit rusty. Just excuse me while I turn off the heated grips. February and I'm turning them off, usually turning them on. So anyway, today I thought, well, where can I go? I'm only going out for about an hour and a half. My wife's gone to have her hair done, so just to null the pain of having to pay for that, I thought I'll nip out on the bike. So I thought, I know what I can do. I'll go on a ride along the route that I took when I took my advanced bike test. That was in 2019, November 2019. I took my advanced bike test, and I passed. I didn't get a first, I'm ashamed to say. And the intention was to retake it again and try for the first. But as we all know, along came COVID, and lots of our plans went. Right, I'm going to go now. This is the route we took. So I will be going on the dual carriageway because I live in North Wales, and as you probably know, in Wales there's only one motorway, and that's in South Wales. So what they have to do, take you on a dual carriageway to sort of simulate a motorway riding. So I don't know whether you'll be able to hear me properly, that's what I'm saying, because it's very windy. So I might just cut it on this and then start again when we come off the carriageway. So this is roughly where we came on. We was only on it for a very short time. We're now in a 50 mile an hour speed limit. Just going up into national now. And I think this is where we came off, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to check the signs. No, maybe not. Ronesma 32A. Don't think so. Might have been. We're going to try it anyway. But as I say, I'm not 100% sure. No, it must be the next one, surely. We'll try it. Don't think so. But yeah, this is it. This is where we came off. So I turned left there, and the examiner turned right here. Yeah. And he had to come looking for me. What you're supposed to do is check your mirrors constantly and make sure that you see his signalling, and obviously I wasn't checking my mirrors enough. I had been out for a bit of a practice run because I thought that it would have taken me that way and down through Rostocklin, but obviously he didn't. But I'd got it in my mind that was the way we were going to go, so I just shot off that way. He had to come looking for me, and we had to do a turn in the road in a little country lane. So that was an experience, yeah. But it all turned out well. So we came this way, and from now on, to the best of my ability, I will keep to the road we took. I will be quiet, or a lot quieter, because I'd like to concentrate and ride as I did on the test, or as I should on the test, if I can. Over it and ride like that. Still, yeah, all clear, and away we go. So I might do a bit of a commentary on stuff going on, but I'm not going to do any general chat. He says chatting generally. So just moving over now for the oncoming cars. Moving back again, but in a national speed limit. Again, moving away from the oncoming cars. Approaching 40. We're supposed to be doing 40 as we cross the line, the imaginary line between the two posts, which we did. So left hand bend ahead, taking a right hand position to get a view, then it goes into a right hand bend, so moving across to the left for a view, then it goes into a left hand bend, so moving back to the right again for a view, but being prepared to give up my position, which I just did because of the oncoming car. But right hand bend, move over to the left, getting the view. Road conditions are quite rough there. So now we're approaching the old town of Holywell, or Holywell, as its name actually is. 40 mile an hour speed limit, travelling out about 37, 38. So. Town centre to the right. We'll be going down the town centre on the way back if we carry on following the route that we took. Used to live out here back in the day, years ago, with my first wife, in Holywell. Nice place. So, light on amber and go. Just having a look that there's nothing jumping the lights, which there isn't. Get up to 40 mile an hour as quickly as possible, because if we're going to get hit round here, it'll be from behind. We can control what's in front of us, but we can't really control what's behind us. Pulling out here, watching the van, the postman might pull off all the parked vehicles, keeping clear of them. More parked vehicles down here, giving them a wide berth, making sure there's nobody in them. There was nobody in that vehicle, so it wasn't going anywhere. Another part, there's lots of bloody vehicles parked around here, and coming out quite a bit. Nobody in it though, so moving a little bit for the rover coming ahead. We've got a bit of a left hand bend here, so just move over a bit, but the trouble is it puts you right on the road work, so maybe wasn't the wisest, the old road work that is, wasn't the wisest move. So, road opens up now and gets a little bit better condition wise, so we'll just follow the road into a 30 mile an hour speed limit, dropping down all the way, taking up third gear. They just dropped down just a fraction too soon there. and picked it up a bit too much. Move over to let the van through. I should really try and block him, but there's no way I can block that. He's just going to bully his way through. So just move over, give him a safe gap to get through. Had the road been narrower, I would have blocked him so he couldn't get through, because he would have reduced my safety bubble too much. So we're coming up to a junction on the left, cyclist coming out, and a garage on the right. Garage on the left, junction on the right. Yes, after practice that left and right. Closed overnight. It doesn't affect us. Carmel nearly bought a house up there once, a bungalow. Decided it was a bit too far out. So we're still in a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, and I don't think we need the visor, the dark visor at the moment. Although it's still a blue sky, the sun has gone in. Tide's in, I know that, because I've just been down the river and watched the boar tide come up, and watched them on the paddle boards and the surfboards on the riding the board tide up the river. So just thought you might want to know that. Right, we've got here closed overnight. We're carrying straight on, still in a 30. There's a national speed limit ahead. Red van, yeah, he's sticking to 30. See what's going on. Nothing. Now I don't know whether we can get past. No, they've picked up, so it's not too bad. There's a road sign there that said 50, but the last speed, yeah, 50, we're in a 50 now. I did not see the change. It went to national, but I didn't see the change to 50. Perhaps it's just as well there in front of me. No point going into lane 2, is there, because it's a 50-mile-an-hour limit, so I'm not going to get past them, so I may as well just stay back here and enjoy the ride. Then it goes into a 40, I think. So we're dropping our speed down, and we're coming into a village called Clock, and this is where we will be turning a right. This is where I might get a bit lost, because as I say, I've only ridden this route once, and that was on my test in 2019, so you must excuse me if I do get a little bit lost, because I'm not 100% sure of the way we went. And he's going to turn, I'm going to turn before him. Then we go into a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. We're only still doing 28, so we're not going too slow. Now we'll start braking and slowing down, getting ready to stop, second, and away they go. Still in a 30. So down to the roundabout, and we're still in 30, and there's a national speed limit sign just on the roundabout. We're going left at the roundabout. Where's that car going? Is he? No. We are in a national speed limit. Move over for the van, stay over for the slight right, and then position for the left-hander by moving over here to get a better view. Move in again for the car, and back out again for the view. There's the view, vehicle coming. We've got a speed limit change down to 50, and we're now doing 50. We're coming up to a roundabout, and we want first left. Quick check over the shoulder. Nothing could have been there, to be honest. He's going to go into the petrol station, so move just out a little bit. There's the national speed limit again. So check the mirrors, quick shoulder check, and up to 60. Move over for the van, stay over for the next van, over the ridge, can't see properly so slow a little bit. Now we've got a view, so open her up, move over for the car, move back out again. We've got a bit of a brow of a hill here, so we're going to move over in case somebody cuts the corner or overtakes on the bend, because we couldn't see him. We've got a 40 mile an hour speed limit, and we're going right down and into 40. And then we go from the 40, no, I thought we'd come to a junction, but we haven't. No, we'll see where we are now. Yeah, as I say, that little bit was okay. We found it, found our way quite well. So this is where we turned in before. So we're just on a loop basically. So now what he did with me, he took me back down here, and we went back to Holywell through the town centre, and then down onto to what they call the bottom road. Which is like the coast road from Chester into North Wales. So we're coming up now into a 50 mile an hour speed limit from the 40. Yeah, just open up a little bit there. 50. There's the old River Dee, the Dee estuary, nice and full. As I say, watched the ball tide coming up there earlier today. Not as exciting as it used to be. Anyway, back to their supposed to be test conditions. So we are now still in 50 mile an hour speed limit. Bend ahead with a junction to the right. Getting a look round the corner. Speed creeping up a little bit. Another left-hander, so we'll stay out as long as we can and watch the vanishing point, and it's gone. So now we move all the way over to the near side and do the same again. Watch the vanishing point, and it's just opening up all the time now. All the time. Move out because the doggy, in case he gets scared and jumps into the road, keep an eye on him, he's alright. Move over because of the car. Bit of building going on there. Nice steady 30 mile an hour. I love the trees when they're like that, no leaves on them and a nice bright sky behind them, they're silhouetted. Staying over a little bit in position, what would you call it, 1.5 to 2, because of the oncoming traffic. It says it's funny, when I was on the test, I went through that and that lit up then, and I was doing, what, 32 I think, on my speedo. And as we all know, the speedos are not really correct, they all underread, so obviously that blooming sign underreads. So this is Holway service station, and where we are now is Holway, and this is where I used to live, just down there back in the day, not on Moor Lane. There's a new housing estate at the bottom. I used to live down there and travel to Chester to work every day, and that was back in the day before the A55 dual carriageway was built. So it was all like this, it was all A roads all the way, and I used to drive an old Mark 1 Cortina. Happy days. Right, we're going up into a 40 in a minute. Shoulder check. Now we're going to go down here into Holywell Town Centre. Now if I get lost anywhere, it'll be here, because I'll be honest, I'm not sure. We went through the town, 30 mile an hour speed limit. We went through the town and we turned off left somewhere, and I'm not 100% sure where we turned left. So if I do get lost, you're going to have to bear with me. Road surface is bordering on the atrocious. I know we just go through the town and we turn left. It's not there, and it's not the next one. That's Service Yard, and the next one is Superstore, so it ain't there. So where could it be? It's got to be the one after the Superstore, isn't it? Just watching Numpty doesn't come out. Is it this? No, I don't think it's that one. Maybe not. Maybe not. It might be actually, because I think I remember on the test I did meet up with a horse rider. I think it may have been around here somewhere. Yeah, this is it, I'm sure. Sure it is. We're still on 30, aren't we? Nothing's changed. Potholes on the near side there. Need a bit of brake for this because it's running away with me. And then we turn right and head towards Flint. We come to a halt there and let the traffic pass. I think we can select neutral. Give your hand a bit of a rest. He's turning right, he's coming quite fast. He's still turning right, he's still coming fast. And out before the truck gets here. Now I can't see the repeater sign. It was 30 where I was. There's a repeater sign there. I didn't see any change in speed limit, but I'm sure this is 40 or even 50. So we're going to take a chance on that. But that's 30 down there. This is 50. Thought it was. Bit close, I suppose. Drop back a little bit. Excuse me. Coming up to a 40, letting the speed ease off a little bit. Red light ahead. The road goes round to the left after the red light.